What's up, everybody? I just wanted to come on here and talk about the Atlanta Braves farm system a little bit. The ranking came out today, and obviously we're in the bottom tier, and it's accurately ranked, in my opinion, with us being at the 26th spot. But I feel like the ranking for the Braves in the minor league system is always misleading because we've had so many recent MLB graduates helping us right now. Michael Harris II, AJ Smith-Shawver, Darius Vines, Alan Winans, just so many guys that helped us last year and helped us in the previous years as well to the World Series, and Ian Anderson, Oscar Inoa, there's just so many, Austin Riley, Ozzy Albies, Ronald Acuna Jr. Obviously, we got those guys, some of them through the international market, but they've come up through the system. Spencer Strider, Bryce Elder, Max Fried. So, while the ranking is warranted because we don't have those top 10 highly touted prospects anymore, it's because they graduated to the major leagues and are helping us or are very, very close. But you still look at the 26th rank and you have got guys like Spencer Schallenbach, pitcher, AJ Smith-Shawver, Hurston Waldrop. Those guys still count as prospects because of the service time. Isaiah Drake, the speedy outfielder, Luke Waddle, Nacho Alvarez, Perdomo, and obviously the 12 international prospects that we signed during this period will definitely help the depth and the versatility in our farm system. We got J.R. Ritchie, pitcher, Owen Murphy. So you still got some guys, Darius Vines, and those guys we've seen help us out last year. So I think every time I see the Braves ranking, obviously it's not going to be high, but I feel like it's always misleading because we're not afraid to go down in the minors and get somebody to help us, whether that be out of the bullpen or starting rotation, or Michael Harris II coming out of nowhere and becoming one of the best center fielders in the league like that, like a flash. So don't be surprised if there's a surprising name or two that comes up and helps us out this year. Not your standard AJ Smith-Shawvers, Hurston Waldrops, even though that would count through our system. I'm talking about an Owen Murphy or something, or a guy that we're not expecting that comes out of nowhere. Daysbel Hernandez did some good things out of the bullpen for us last year as well. He could be a factor. And you want to see how Ian Anderson and Oscar Inoa come through. They're not necessarily prospects anymore, but those are guys that have came through our system and helped us out at various points in various years. So even though the ranking is what the ranking is, and we're not the most flush with premium talent due to the international scandal from Copy several years ago now, but finally being able to go back into the international market really helps. And so I always take the minor league system ranking with a grain of salt. Obviously, I feel like the depth and the depth needs to get better, and it will through drafts and things of that nature, but they're graduating quicker for us because we need them and believe in our ability to develop faster, and I think that's a factor in why the ranking is always so low, and it should be, but we have a lot of we have a lot of unexpected stars that come up and really play a big time factor in what we do. Forrest Wall last year, a bit of cup of coffee. I mean, you've seen a lot of things come through our minor league system. AJ Minter was a prominent person in our minor leagues. So every time I see the ranking, it's accurate for sure, but I think it's always not fair because of how the Braves under Alex Anthopoulos are pretty aggressive when it comes to calling up prospects and seeing what they can do for us and using the minor league system more freely than other teams, so to speak. So that's what I wanted to give us a little bit of praise with our farm system and how it's been used over the years. Yes, would I like it to be more, have more depth and more versatility and more options at this point? Yes, and I believe that our farm system is more top heavy at this point, but that doesn't mean that we aren't going to see a guy that we weren't expecting in 2024, and I think that's a mark of great scouting, great development throughout our minor leagues, and how Brian Snitker and company let them fail, so to speak, in that you just allow them to grind through it, especially in like spring training games, and seeing what the potential is and having them in the back of your mind as the season goes on, because you need about 73 players or more to get through an MLB season, depending on what happens and the scenarios that you get, the scenarios that happen throughout the season, because you never know what's going to happen. So that's why the ranking is what the ranking is, but I deeply appreciate what the Braves do with our farm system and how we use it and how we're willing to use it and not scared to put guys in situations so that they're not a deer in the headlights when their role becomes more prominent. So I really wanted to highlight that and just talk about the farm system and what it means, and just that the Braves are amazing at it. And as always, go Braves, champions forever. We're really close to spring training. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, helps out a lot. Thanks, guys.